work happening in the kitchen. We can't wait for our play. And we are trying in terms of that fun experience.
So SportPesa are joining us for the fourth straight year as a title partner. That's no mean feat, and it just shows the confidence they've got in the National 7 circuit. As the main sponsors for Shuja, which is directly linked to the National 7 circuit, there's definitely very good value, because the National 7 circuit it provides a pathway for seeing, identifying, and also just making our final selection for the national team.
As SportPesa, we have been part of the rugby journey this year, and it's been really, really amazing. And we are still here. We are not done yet. That's why we are here today. Another story, yeah? So basically, the point is, as SportPesa, we are part of rugby, and we'd like to assure KRU that we're going to go this journey with you.
I'll just reconfirm the dates for this year's competitions. We start off in Nakuru, Prinsloo Sevens on the 25th and 26th of July. And then after that, we head down to Kisumu for Dala Sevens. That's on the 1st and 2nd of August. We take a short break and come back to Nakuru for Kabeberi Sevens. On the 15th, we come back to Nairobi. On the 15th and 16th of August, then we head down to Mombasa for Driftwood Sevens. On the 22nd and 23rd of August, take a short break. Then the penultimate will be in Embu, that is Embu Sevens, on the 5th and 6th of September. And then we finish it off back here in Nairobi for Christie Sevens as the last leg. The National 7 Circuit 2026, of course, culminates into the preparations for Safari Sevens, which will be in October, from the 9th to the 11th. Maybe just to point out what is happening different in this year's National 7 Circuit is there's a lot of emphasis on the women's side of the game. And so out of the 6 legs, I can confirm that 5 out of the 6 will be hosting the women's leg.
So, and we do hope that with the help of data, we can be able to get a better understanding of the game, and perhaps highlight 1 or 2 other standard players, but that might not be necessarily be seen by the look of the eye. We do hope that eventually, by the end of this circuit, both the players, the fans, and the key stakeholders will have a better understanding of the game through the numbers.
In upwards of 38 million. So we'll have 38.44 million directly dedicated into the SportPesa National 7 circuit. And I know the big question would be, what is the breakdown of this? So number one, we have 6 host tournament clubs, as has been highlighted, and the calendar is out. So each of them will receive support direct in cash of up to 1 million. That will be 6 million to all of them. We also recognize the work that Kevin and team does as part of the secretariat, running around, ensuring everything is done. The tournament might be happening on Friday and Saturday, but they normally have pitched camp there from, let's say, Monday. And while the rest of us head over to where the speakers are, they're probably held back in meetings just trying to get things done. So to that, I will also be supporting the secretariat and the larger Kenya Rugby Union to the tune of 6 million as well. Next is, we saw something beautiful that happened last year when we elevated the content production pieces in the live stream, and courtesy of Swazi, Biggie, and team from the production side, is this time we are also elevating our production and live stream. So it's not just live stream for the sake, it's content production and live stream. And that also, plus the various media campaigns in terms of above the line media that we'll be seeing. So we'll also be pumping to a tune of 9 million to support that. So that will come with a lot of elevating the tournament. We are pumping in up to 4,140,000 into the prize money, up from 1,650,000. Is that a good uptake for SportPesa? Yeah. So that's That's a more than 100% increment in terms of our allocation for prize money. For the women's overall, we'll have an allocation of 200,000, 100,000, and 50,000 shillings for the overall women. The men's side, which is the core or the cream of it, in the previous years, we've always given 100,000, 50, and 25. This year, we are taking that up. The men's side get a 50% increment, and the breakdown will be 150,000, 75,000, and 40. We're also introducing the circuit limited edition fan jersey. We can't wait for kuna work happening in the kitchen. We can't wait for how beautiful the designs will come out. So we'll also introduce that. So we'll have various mechanics where we'll be distributing it. SportPesa will not be selling the fan jerseys, but we have an allocation for merchandise around that environment going to up to around 2 million.
This is the 25th edition of the National 7th Circuit, and it's going to be the 4th year that SportPesa work with Kenya Rugby Union. It just goes to show the confidence and how intentional you are in growing the sport. And like Willis like saying, we are not, you don't come in as sponsors, but as partners. We know you work with Shujaa, and a lot of the Shujaa players were identified through the National 7th Circuit. So that's really commendable. We know we are talking to you about much more, and this is just the beginning. So it's to just appreciate you for walking the journey with us, knowing that we are going to do the 6 legs, and then we're going to Safari Sevens. We hope you'll stay with us, not just as Shujaa partners, but as Kenya Rugby Union partners. I know it's not easy for clubs, because most of our clubs are community clubs, so it's not easy for them to host, and this sponsorship goes a long way in just cutting their costs.